Hi, this is Susan for your D2L. I'm going to show you how to use the question converter that will take questions from a Word document and easily put into your D2L quick question area. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. So I have some examples here. And first off, in order to find where we've stored the question converter, find the Commons Knowledge course. If you're not active in the Commons Knowledge course, you can request to get access to it from either Matt or myself. When you're in there, click Content. And through the table of contents, scroll until you find Quiz Question Converter. Click on that. Scroll up, find the Question Converter webpage. Click on here. And this little box is where you'll be pasting your questions. But in order to paste them and have them work in D2L, we have to follow their strict formatting guides. So click on here. So true and false, it needs you to enter your question, single line, and then put the answer, whether it be true or false. So here's an example. Here's the question, and here's the actual answer. And then after that, so if you had another one after it, you would have one space and then the next question. So for multiple choice, enter your question on a single line. Answers immediately follow the question, each on a new line. So here's the question, and here's the possible answers. And then you must identify the correct answer with what it requires. So each question has a different set of rules. Type SA for the short answer. So let's go through my kind of multiple choice here. So you see I have multiple choice and I have some true and false and long answer and short answer. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I want to get rid of the 1 and the ABCs because I don't need these in my quiz at all. So I'm going to go Control A to highlight all my text. And then what I do is I'm going to hit here a couple times and I get rid of the numbering and the ABC. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into line spacing options and I'm going to remove and tighten that up a bit. So there you go. That's a bit there. And this is okay because I want to show you how to work with it when it didn't kind of go quickly as planned. So again, Control A, select all, Control C, copy. Now I'm going to go into my little converter. Put your cursor at the top, very top, far left. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go paste as plain text. And there you go. So remember, follow their formatting. So this is not a question and it doesn't need to be in there. So we're going to click delete. So typically what I find is you do have to do some manipulation once you get in here, and that is okay. So here's the space, here's a space, here's a space. So there we got that one. We're going to delete. We're going to delete. 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 This is okay. And then we get into our true and false examples. Again, different formatting. So let's tighten this up. There's the correct one. So I'm going to get rid of that. So you can see some are a little different in formatting, just question, 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 short answer, must have the A. So I'm going to put a space in between each one and then match. And then at the end, I'm just going to hit delete to tighten that down. Click convert. So there we go. So what happens is You've got one that is not identified with an answer. Find the question. There's the question. Scroll up. There we go. I'm just going to guess at this. Select the possible answer. Click convert. And there you go. Now I'm going to go into my course. Just not going into this one. Go into my sandbox. Go to my quizzes. I'm going to put everything in the question library. I'm going to go new, and you can upload or do. But first I'm going to make a section just for here. And I'm going to call it example. And I'm just going to click save. And I'm going to put it in a specific folder rather than just at the root of the question library. And I'm going to upload that file that I just added. Browse my file. Go to my downloads. There it is. Click open. And all questions are imported. So it's very important to note that now you get to see the different types. But I always recommend people, after you work with short answer, come back in and edit these, because this is not going to have an answer, right? So you want to come back in. See, you need to have at least one answer. We're going to need a bigger boat. Let's put that in as one. There we go. Save. So that's what I do for adding questions through the question importer.